Good morning, my dear students. Today we are continuing with our chapter 2 in Geography Physical Features of India. Students, yesterday we were studying about the introduction of the chapter. In that, we were studying about weathering, erosion, deposition, and movements of tectonic plates. Students, today I will explain you about the physiographic division of India. Now, students, major physiographic divisions. The physical features of India can be grouped under the following physiographic division. First, the Himalayan mountains. Second, the northern plains. Third, the peninsular plateau. Fourth, the Indian desert. Fifth, the coastal plains. And sixth, the islands. Now, students, I will explain you the Himalayan mountains. Now, students, the Himalayas geologically young and structurally fold mountains stretch over the northern borders of India. These mountain ranges run in a west east directions from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. The Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. They form an arc which covers the distance of about 2400 km. Their width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. The altitudinal variations are greater in eastern half than those in the western half. The Himalayas consist of the three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. First, Greater Himalayas or Inner Himalayas or Himadri. Second, Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. And third, Shivaliks. Now, students, the northernmost range is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. It is the most continuous range, consists of loftiest peaks and with an average height of 6000 meters. It contains all prominent Himalayan peaks. Now, students, the folds of the great Himalayas are as systematically in nature. The core of this part of Himalayas is composed of granite. It is perennially snowbound and number of glaciers descends from this range. Now, students, the range lying to the south of the Himadri forms the most rugged mountain system and is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The altitude varies between 3700 and 4500 meters and the average width is 50 kilometer. While the Pir Panjal ranges form the longest and the most important range, the Dauladhar and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. This range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra, and the Kulu valley in Himachal Pradesh. This this region is well known for its hill stations. Now, students, the outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivalikas. They extend over the width of 10 to 50 kilometers and have an altitude varying between 900 and 1100 meters. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the main Himalayan ranges located further north. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. The longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas and the Shivalikas are known as dunes. Dehradun, Kotli Dun, and Patli Dun are some of the well known dunes. Now, students, besides the longitudinal division, the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of region from west to east. These divisions have been demarcated by river valleys. For example, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Satluj has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya, but it is also known as regionally as Kashmir and Himachal Himalayas from west to east respectively. The part of Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali river is known as Kuman Himalayas. The Kali and Tista rivers demarcate the Nepal Himalayas, and the part of lying between Tista and Dihang rivers is known as Assam Himalayas. Now, students, the Brahmaputra. The Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas. Beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern border of India. They are known as Purvachal or the eastern hills and mountains. These hills running through the northeastern states are mostly composed of strong sandstones which are sedimentary rocks covered with dense forest. They mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. The Purvachal comprises the Patkai Hills, the Naga Hills, the Manipur Hills, and the Mizo Hills. Thank you, students.